Hello, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and today I have a requested spin off from Garden. Um, they wanted to know where should I move, but I can't technically do that. It's more of a personal reading question, so I made a twist of it saying, what's my next move? And I asked the questions where you've been using past life oracle cards, where you want to be using Light Seer Tarot, what's holding you back using Soul Truth, and advice on how to get there, Healing Yourself Oracle, which is a newer deck that I've gotten. So, the three charms you have to choose from are Pile 1, which is do no harm but take no shit. So, as you can tell, I got some new pins and some new charms. I'm super excited. For my pile 2, we have Otherworldly Spider. It's such a cute pin. And for my pile 3, we have the Dragonfly. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Go ahead, figure out whatever your pile is. Timestamps are in the description box below. And I think that's really all I've got for you, but I wanted to say a huge thank you for all the subscribers. I'm sorry I'm so late on this video. I was sick and I had a funeral to attend to, so things just kind of, life just kind of happens. So now we're just going to try to get back into it. Anyways, so I will go ahead and I will meet you at your pile. See you there. Fuck. Okay, my pile 1. If you chose do no harm but take no shit, this is your pile. Okay, so interesting read already. I can tell you that. I was gonna start into the past of where you've been, but like what's really shouting at me is pretty much what your current like situation is, like where you want to be at and what's actually happening. So I don't know if you are a hermit, but that was really or a Virgo. That's that's what that card is. The hermit is the Virgo card. But uh I don't know if that's what you are, like if you're a Virgo or if you're just in hermit mode, which is you're like been alone doing a lot of soul searching. When it comes to a relationship that you are currently in, okay? And it's like you don't want anything to change in this relationship. But it's like, I don't know, like there's some kind of a truth that needs to be spoken, and I feel like it hasn't been spoken in a long time, and there's been some kind of a big idea that your person has come across and they've gained a lot of confidence from this. But there's like, I don't know, there's also kind of a warning in this as well, because like I feel like there is somebody here that doesn't want a breakup to happen, but there is about a breakup that's about to happen. Um and then there's somebody here that doesn't want the breakup to happen. So like if you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't think they want to break up with you, but it's like you want to break up with them because like things aren't working out. Um and it's like you're finally coming to a conclusion or an idea. You're doing like a lot of research trying to figure out how to better your life because it's like you feel stuck in this situation. But there is also a feeling of you not wanting this relationship to end, and maybe this person wants to end it. There is like a two kind of things, because there are like two piles that came out with this one, which is weird. The other ones didn't do that. So this is the pile, or this is the pile that has the two different sides. So it could be you or it could be your person, right? It could also just be like how you're feeling. Like if you were to stay with this person, you know things wouldn't change. You know you would be stuck in this position waiting on something to happen that could take so much longer than you realize to happen, because I see it not happening. And I also see you not opening your heart to this person either. Like, I don't know, not changing is making it harder for you to open up. But doing research, getting ideas, and going for the ideas will really bring you towards somebody that has a lot of confidence. They have a very broad shoulders too. Like if you're a feminine, they have very broad shoulders, this person that you'll come across. And there will be a lot to celebrate with this person as well. It'll lead to many celebrations and a lot of fun for the both of you. Okay, now where you've been. Okay, so this is going to be a rough one. So it's either this life or a past life of yours where you are an orphan, where you've lost both of your parents, and you could have lost them at a young age. I'm like seeing 6, 7, but it could be between the ages of like 6 to 12. And it was like I'm hearing a car crash for some people, but then there's like a mysterious way that they had passed, which is actually because of the way that you had grown up in an orphanage. I feel like, well, like it says like I heard an orphanage, but I don't think it's so much an orphanage. It's like different foster homes, and there were things that had given you a lot of fears. You became a bit fearful of like people or certain situations, or even came across a lot of fears that you didn't know you had. Like I'm hearing anxiety, and then like too afraid to go out or to speak to people because afraid of how they would react, or like not speaking your mind because you're afraid of how somebody is going to react. Like I feel like there's like somebody's been explosive in your past, so you're afraid to come across somebody else that's explosive, in your life. I feel like you've always been really drawn to the arts, or you play guitar, because I'm seeing a guitar here. I'm seeing an acoustic guitar. I'm also seeing a piano as well, but it could be a keyboard. It's kind of hard to tell at this angle. But I do see somebody. Okay, so you may not do it in this life. You may, but I feel like in the past you have been drawn to, or in this lifetime you've been very drawn to these things. And if you were to pick it up, like, and if you've never played an acoustic guitar, for example, or you've never played a keyboard, it's like you're actually very surprisingly great at it. It's a talent, a hidden talent you didn't know that you had, right? But it's something you've always felt drawn to. Now, I feel like in a past life, you actually made a lot of money, or this is how you made your living, was on this art, on your arts. I'm also seeing just like arts in general. You could also just like be an artist. Like I'm seeing a painter, somebody that does like murals on a wall and so forth. Like, I don't know, like I see somebody doing that as well, like in a past life, but or it could be in this one as well. Now, I'm also seeing something with health as well. Now, you could be the kind of person that you take care of everybody around you. You always want to make sure everybody has what they need. And like, it's like because in your past there's somebody that you didn't get to save. So, and you feel the need to, I feel like it's because it stems from your parents. You weren't able to save your parents. And it's like, so that's kind of what led to your career. It's like you had a choice, right? Going between the arts and going between a health profession. And I feel like you may have chosen a health profession, and you help a lot of people, you save a lot of lives, like you just, by the way that you smile, or you help somebody, or you hold somebody's hand while they're in some kind of pain, or they're explaining something to you. It's like you make that connection, and that connection really, it has a huge benefit on the world, and it has a huge benefit on that person. You help heal that person, right? And I feel like that is something you do. You are a healer. But I feel like you have healing abilities in different ways. Like, I do feel like the health profession is something that you should only do for such for a certain amount of time, because I feel like when you work there for such a long time, it's hard for you to keep your compassion, because there is a lot of people that are around you that do not show compassion to people, and then it's just hard for you to, I don't know, I think it's a hard profession to be in, so props to anybody that fucking does it, serious props. It's not something I think I could do. But you do it. You stand up to it and you do it. You stick up for the people that need to be stuck up for. I do also feel like there is some, I don't know, maybe some playback. Maybe you come across a family member you didn't know you had. I feel like that's something for somebody. You've met a family member that's been long lost, an aunt or a grandfather or something. And it's you're just starting to get to know them again. And there might be some drama that's coming up around this person that you didn't even know about. But it's you didn't know about this family to begin with, and you're just starting to get to know this person. They came into your life and you're just starting to, I'm kind of getting a keep your distance, but also don't push them too far away, because, something could happen. Sometimes people feel the need to get to know each other when they are passing, when they're going to pass on, and they don't want to tell you right away, because hello, that's private business. So I don't know. Something about that. Now, what is holding you back from what it is that you want, which is, I think, making these ideas happening, going towards a new relationship that brings some kind of a celebration. I'm hearing for somebody you want to lead to a wedding or a family foundation, a celebration with a person, that's something you really want, is to be in a relationship with somebody that you don't have to block your heart off from, somebody that you can be with wholeheartedly, and you guys can build ideas off of each other and build an empire together, is really what I'm getting. So we're going to see how you can get there, but first I wanted to see what's holding you back from that. So we have, how can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot yet see, but is coming. Today's soul action, know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra, I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome and I joyfully trust the process. So, I love these cards. They're they're very truthful. They're very honest, and they make you really think. And it also is you can't lie to tarot. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? How do you fill your day? Stress or joy? Stress or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with what we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Today's soul action, lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Right, and I get that too. I have noticed that for some reason we kind of associate feeling accomplished with accomplishing a huge goal in our lives, but why would we do that? It's an accomplishment to get out of fucking bed in the morning, in my opinion. It's an accomplishment to, get dressed and to brush my teeth and to brush my hair, to walk out the door and go and talk to people. I'm the kind of person that I'd rather stay at home all day. There's a million different things I can find to do in my own home, but at the same time, I also know I had to, pay the bills. I had to get things done. It's not going to magically happen. But then I do try to fill my life with little things that make me happy. I'll buy myself flowers because, they make me happy. I love seeing flowers. I don't really like the smell of them, but they're beautiful. I love the colors. I love the brightness. We redid our kitchen to make it bright and beautiful, and I love how beautiful and bright it is, so that it does make me want to go in there and bake and cook and clean, instead of seeing ugly dried colors that I couldn't change, but it's different now. I don't know, doing these little tweaks here and there to make things better in your life that make you smile will really help you out along the long way. What if it isn't true? the thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, why you can't do it, why you can't get there, why you're not enough and it's not for you, what if it wasn't true? Today's soul action. It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within, what if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? Like, and we do tell ourselves we can't do these things that are like, we're like, oh, it's just too hard, or it's just too impossible, or don't have enough information. If you don't have enough information, do the research on it. You know, like there's always a, like, for every excuse, there is an answer. Okay? And I feel like you're the kind of person that sometimes you will put too many excuses in front of doing your dreams because you're too afraid to go for your dreams. So here's the thing about fear. Fear is an emotion that we made up. Honest to goodness, like we made it up. As children, we don't have fear. We don't have fear of anything because we don't, like, it's just different from us and we're just curious about it, you know? But as we get older, we are instilled with fear from our parents and from the people around us to be afraid of things, you know, afraid of death, afraid of growing older, afraid of the things that you don't do in your life or whatever, you know, like whatever it is. Like, I feel like, so, you know, fear is something that we've instilled within ourselves. So just to get past it, to move past it, is to feel it and to just keep going, not letting it stop you, and not pushing the fear away, but so much as like pushing through the fear, you know, instead of like trying to push it away, you know, like let it be, you know. The only way to get past it is to go through it, you know, like the only way to feel it is to heal it, you know, the only way to heal it is to feel it. So like either way you look at it, you gotta kind of go through it in order to get rid of it in general, since now you even have that fear, you know, because that's all it is. It's just like fear of what the change that will happen or the things that you're going to be losing, you know. But in reality, you should be looking at the things that you're gaining. You're going to be gaining more than you would ever lose. And technically, you're not even losing it. It's just getting better, and it's in a different form. How can you get there? These are healing cards. They're like self-healing cards, so things that you would have to work on within yourself. Finding the beauty within yourself, seeing your own beauty, how you are attractive without having to be attractive. But see, like I'm seeing self-beauty is like the really important thing, like not copying somebody, just looking from within. I don't know where that copying came from, but I don't know. I do feel like there's like a constriction on when you try to hide your own beauty within, when you try to fake it with other things that aren't true to yourself. It's like those things could break or things just don't happen very well, you know. It's like because those aren't true to who you are, so it'll fall apart around you. Like I feel like somebody had recently had a necklace and it broke. It's because that necklace wasn't meant for you, you know. Like I don't know, like I just don't know how else to explain that. We also have hole in the soul. So I feel like you feel as if you are missing a piece within yourself, which I also feel has a lot to do with self-love and self-beauty and like seeing the beauty within yourself. Because I feel like, honestly, once you like have accepted yourself and you find the self-love within once you have found your self-love, you know, it's like you tend to, that missing piece that, you know, you feel like you're missing, like that you're told you're missing because don't have a certain thing in your life told to you by the parents or by the people around you as you're growing up. It's like they always, and then when you're a woman, and I feel like you are a woman, I feel like I'm talking to a feminine, I feel like we are told from such a young age that we need to have another person to complete ourselves. And the reality is we are complete within ourselves, you know? We're just told that we need somebody to be with us. Okay, that's not fucking true in the slightest damn bit. You don't need another freaking person to do anything, to accomplish anything. I'm pretty sure by looking at your cards, you've accomplished plenty of fucking shit on your own where you didn't need somebody to do that stuff. Sure, you have family where you can rely on people, or like friends that you come across that, you know, are very helpful, but there are like, you don't need anybody. You just need yourself. You need to have the trust and the belief within yourself. And I feel like you you kind of hold yourself back. You have these self-doubts about yourself. So you could be between the ages of, or you could be 36, and then there's something about 17, like the age 17, something really happened that really changed your life, changed the course of your life. I think it's like fine quality. Is like, she's like, the way that she is looking at this necklace, the way that she's touching it is like, this is the fine quality. This is something that I want within my life. This is something that I find beautiful. You know, it's like you feel like if you're not wearing some kind of gold or silver or something like that, you don't feel beautiful. But the reality is you're fucking gorgeous. Look at that shit. You're gorgeous, right? You don't need this or this. You're beautiful without it, okay? And I feel like that's something you kind of need to look within yourself for. Because I feel like you're just hurting yourself along the ways. I also kind of feel like it's turning you a bit into an energy vampire. Because I can see teeth poking out over here, and it's like, you're just like, I'm just never satisfied. Because I'm never, the hole in my heart's never fulfilled, or in my soul is never completely fulfilled, and it's because you're not looking within yourself and seeing it. You know, it's not empty. It's not there. You just haven't learned that part of yourself yet. You haven't accepted that part of yourself yet. I feel like it's your wild side, to be honest with you. I feel like it's hard for you to accept your wild side because it's very different than who you are. You could be a very tame person. You could not want to get out of your shell. It's hard for you to let people in. But I feel like your wild side is like, got this sexual energy to it that might be very hard for you to accept. It could have started when you were like 15. You could have, you know, started living a little bit wildly every now and then, but not as often. But I do feel like you have some healing you need to do, especially from some kind of an experience that happened when you were 21. It felt like it made you fucking bawl your eyes out, but it was like something that really broke your heart. It made you feel like you couldn't feel. It made you go numb is really what it made you do. And I feel like you've been numb for a long time. And I feel like there's something about maybe this person that you could have met. They could be a Leo or have Leo somewhere in their chart strongly. But there's something about this person that has really helped you see the wounds that you have within yourself. I feel like this person's also been helping you heal. Okay. So what's your next move? You're going to be healing some things that you had to deal with when you were 15, 21, 36, 17. I feel like it's 17, 21, and 30, or 15, 17, and 21, because they're like, I don't know, they're very prominent ages. 8, 6, and 3. Yeah. You're going to be moving towards a relationship where there's honesty there, and so, like, your heart is blocked off at first, but I don't feel like it's going to be blocked off for much longer. It's like you're protecting yourself from something currently. But this is all that I have for you, my pile one. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. Otherwise, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to move on to my pile 2, so maybe we meet again. Bye! Enjoy Pepsi, yeah. I used to love Pepsi. I'm not really a fan anymore. Jeez. Drama. Okay, my pile 2, if you chose Otherworld Spider, this is definitely going to be your pile. Okay, so I was kind of getting Gemini throughout this pile, and I was also feeling, so you're on a different path, a very unique path. I'm also hearing, like, so you could either be into sewing or crafting. You could be, like, into both of them. And I was going to start off where you came from, but, like, it's like, I'm going to talk a little bit about where you are at and where you want to be at. So I feel like you're at this point in your life where you know you have to let go of something in order to move forward, something that's made you very depressed in the past. And there's also something about something that's made you very rich as well. Like those two came out together. They were like with each other, so like I had to put them together. But the hidden one, it's like this depression was like a hidden depression. Like I don't think you discussed it with people, or like it was just something that like wasn't really brought up, or something that was forgotten, because like it was hidden under my desk. It was like I almost didn't see it. So like I do feel like it was like there was some kind of a hidden depression that you were in. But at the same time, you're very wealthy. I also see you having like so much, like more than you could handle, like everything you've ever wanted. You're celebrating in that sense that you have all of the material of the world that you want. But it's like somebody gives you advice. This person, though, that gives you everything you want, this person could laugh a lot, have a big smile, a big laugh. But this person is also very, they give you a lot of advice, and they give you the time that you need to work on whatever it is that you want to work on. Like I see you crafting, I see somebody that's a spiritualist, like they work on their, like I see somebody working from home in the comfort of their home, you know, and they're home all the time, you know, they do whatever they want all the time. But it's like this is the kind of love, this is the kind of thing that you want, something that you've been waiting for, and that it makes you depressed because you don't realize that you have the key to finding this yourself. You just have to get off your butt and do it your dang self. And I feel like that's something that's hard for somebody to hear, is that you have to get up and do it yourself. You have to do this yourself. Now, where have you been? So there was a point in your life where you were poor. You didn't have any money. You couldn't afford food. You could have actually been living on the streets. I'm seeing somebody living on the streets. Now this could have been in this lifetime, or it could have been in another lifetime. Biblical came out, and it was really strong, like to stay out, and then spirituality and religion. So I feel like you could be a spiritualist person now. I do feel like back in the day you could have been biblical. There is something that's happening or is going to happen in your life that is a biblical moment, pretty much. Like there is something that's like fated, is what I'm feeling. Something very fated that's going to happen in your life, but it's only going to happen by you making it happen. I do feel like you have been persecuted most of your life. Most people questioned you, questioned your personality, questioned your very belief, who you are, what you are, how you are. Like they just don't like you. You know, they've always always like bullied you, and like pushed you out of a crowd. It's like you were always the one that people would pick on, like the black sheep of every family, you know. And then like I feel like you've always felt like you were imprisoned, or you were like kind of like a slave in a way, you know. Like I do feel like you were in prisons because I feel like all the people around you did make you feel this way, and you're like, well, that doesn't, you know, that's not going to make you feel good. It kind of makes you feel closed in. And I feel like the slavery could have been from your, you know, an actual past life, but I feel like it's in the sense that like I want this, you get this, like that kind of trade off, like, you know, like that kind of way. And there's wars and battles. I feel like you've been through the ringer, you know. I feel like through majority of your life there's been like, I do feel like you were with somebody at one point that could have really been into the rebel flag, could have worn it in some kind of a way. But it's like this person, there was a lot of wars with this person, a lot of battles, a lot of arguing with this person, but you always tried to make it work with them. Though I do feel like it was like somebody making you feel like they owed you in some kind of way, or you owed them in some kind of a way. That could have been somebody that you were married to. I do feel like so you could have never really been a spiritual or a religious person, right? But it's like something in the last few years has actually made you really start thinking about it, or something has made you really start thinking about it lately, and it's been being brought into your life. I do feel like somebody's tried to nail something into your head for such a long time, to like push it into your head for such a long time. I do feel like that's these people that were trying to like hurt you and make you feel this certain kind of a way. But like, I feel like you've been working really hard to get out of this way of thinking, that, this is what you deserve and this is what's going to happen to your life. Because I do see you trying to get out of it, trying to make things happen the way you want them to happen. I do feel like you have this wish in the making that you really want to let out, but it's hard for you to do so. Okay, so what is holding you back? We have, am I willing? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is a risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action: be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra: it's possible. So I feel like you need to like really look within yourself and see like if you're actually willing to do something, or if you're really just going to keep telling yourself, oh, it's not possible, because I believe this about myself. Everything's possible. You just got to actually believe it and go for it. I feel like because of people like pushing and like being mean to you majority of your life, I feel like that's why you feel like you can't do certain things, is because of this and how people have made you feel. Like, see the persecution, like I feel like that's how people have always made you feel, like strung up, like you aren't good enough. But you had to see, what if it was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all of their powers. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance. You are supported. Today's soul action: list 10 possible ideas for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. And your soul can be asking you to do more than one thing, and I feel like that's something that's really asking you to do. What is it that you feel like you should be doing? How can I deepen my trust right now? Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Today's soul action: let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today's soul action: if it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart and you will be led. Like, dude, for real. Time is now. There is never going to be a good enough time. Just telling yourself, oh, it's not the right time. That's just crap. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. When we experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met, it's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Today's soul action: be grateful. You are being summoned to be more peaceful. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing and you are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. So I feel like you really got to stop trying to control everything. You can't control everything. I feel like you trying to do that, you trying to micromanage how things are happening, is making it harder for things to happen. Am I apologizing for my truth? What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Today's soul action: today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra: courage is contagious. All right, and then we also have letting go. Look at that. That's like a third card, say, of letting go. Let go of control. Let go of the idea of control. You know, I feel like you really just kind of got to let go of the things that have happened in your past, letting go of like trying to control what's going to happen, because I don't feel like you can control what's going to happen. You know, and I feel like that's something you're just going to have to accept, you know. You can't, like, well, it's like you can take control of your life, you know, like, of course, take control of your life, because like I feel like that's what they are asking you to do, but let go of the things that you can't control, you know, because you're not going to be able to, you know, like, stop micromanaging, saying that, you know, like doing little things here and there that you think will get you to a certain point when there's something bigger that you're supposed to be working on. We have home. So could be some home issues that you really need to look within yourself. There is some healing, I feel like, that's, you know, needs to be looked at. Like, there's like, I'm seeing this, she's looking at old books, an old shell, like things from her past that has sentimental value to her. And it's like they're asking you to let go of those kinds of things, of that kind of pain, because it hasn't helped you in this life. It's supposed to make you stronger, not hold you stuck. We have alchemy, which to me is creating your own, like, creating your own magic, creating your own wealth, creating your own anything, really. Just creating, just making it happen on your own with the power within yourself, because we all have power within ourselves, and focusing on what we truly love and what we care about and making it better is how we make, you know, how we become the powerful beings that we are. We have say what you mean. So there is somebody that you need to talk to, that you need to have an actual conversation with, that you need to say what is on your mind, to say what is truly on your mind, and not omit anything. Not, you have to tell everything that's on your mind. You have to speak your truth to this person. You cannot, and you can't ignore what they have to say either. You've really got to work this out. And then we have unleash your creativity. So I feel like a way for you to heal is actually through your creativity, the things that you create. And I feel like they're asking you to do that, you know, to keep creating things that you've been doing. There's going to be a lot of things that you create. Be proud of it and keep going. But don't forget to say what you mean, to say what's on your mind. You know, if there's something you need to say to somebody, tell them what's on your mind, what's going on. Yeah, I think this is really all I've got for you. Like, looking at all the cards, I've said everything that needs to be done. Just let go of things. Like, be in the light with it, you know. There are things that you're not going to be able to change about your past, and there are things that you just need to let go of, because it'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel lighter, and you'll be able to do the things that you want to accomplish once you let those things go. Something that's been keeping you down and depressed, something that could have been like a relationship you were in for a very long time, and like it's been something that's been haunting you and you've been thinking about a lot. There are things, you can't change your past, you can only change your future. But this is all I've got for you, my pile 2. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting the like button or letting me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to my pile 3. So maybe meet again. Bye! Okay, my pile 3. If you chose this Dragonfly, this is your pile. Alright, we're going to start with your past life, where you've been to where you are now. And it's going to lead into what it is that you want now. Then I'll go into what's holding you back and how you can heal it, how you can get there. So, okay, so in your past life, so currently not your life right now that you're living, but in a past life, you have actually been a tree, a form of a tree. I do feel like you also lived in the Greco-Roman times. I do feel like there is a past soulmate that you were with in both these lifetimes together. This somebody, I feel like you've met this person in this lifetime, actually. And I feel like it's actually kind of been affecting your life in an odd way that you didn't really expect. But I also don't think you didn't expect to meet this person. I do feel like you are currently in a karmic relationship where finances are important in this relationship, where you make a lot of money in this relationship. And I also feel like this person could be a mother, you could be a mother, or this person could be a mother that you are with. I do feel like there is a great love life in this relationship as well. You guys could live on a farm or have lived on a farm in this lifetime. I do feel like there is some Native American heritage that you have or this person has. I do feel like it's you. I do feel like you guys are planning on leaving, or you are planning on leaving, or you're planning on traveling very soon. That's something you could do for your work, or it could have been something you did in your work before. I do feel like you're planning on leaving, though. I feel like somebody's planning on leaving. They're like packing a suitcase. I do feel like there's been a lot of lessons, and a lot of blessings that's been in this life so far. I feel like that you're kind of living in a karmic timeline right now, like receiving a lot of lessons and a lot of blessings at the same time. It's like preparing you for something, and I feel like it's preparing you for what it is that you want, which actually leads us into where you want to be. I feel like you want to have the strength to see what it is that you seem to have a hard time seeing. I feel like you're looking for, love, but it's like you see all of these options, but it's just like none of them are real options. And then there is one that is trying to give you what it is that you want. They could be like an earth sign, but you're not seeing it, and it's like you can feel it. It's so close to you. You could almost touch it, but at the same time, you're not seeing it because it's just out of eyesight. I do feel like you have a lot of creativity, or being very creative lately. You've been very, had a lot of ideas, a lot of passion as well. I feel like there's a lot of things that have been making you want to, I don't know, I feel like you've really kind of got a fire under your ass these days. It's like you really want, passion. Like maybe that's something that you're wanting, is you want to have these ideas, you want to have all these passions, and I feel like you want to have attention on you. There's a lot of attention that you want that will be on you. But I feel like you don't want to sacrifice anything for this to happen. You just want it to happen. You're kind of just expecting it to happen with a certain person, like a King of Cups. It's like you expect this to happen with this person. But the funny thing is this person is, I don't necessarily think that they're thinking this. Like, this person isn't looking at you. They're looking at, something else in the distance. And then, I don't know. I'm also kind of getting that you are expecting this to be some kind of a happiness that you feel within yourself, that brings you a lot of happiness, that this relationship will bring you a lot of happiness. But we do have Queen of Cups, so this is a pairing right here. I understand now. So it's like this person that is going to be brought into your life is manifesting you currently into their life, right? And you guys will be brought together, and I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of happiness. This is something that you're really wanting. You're trying to bring your mate into your life. That is something that you're working on. But you're also working on not having to sacrifice anything into doing this, because I feel like there is some kind of something is being required of you that you're not sure of what to think of it. So it's like you're going about it in the way that feels right to you, which is the right thing to do. Okay, so what is holding you back from making this happen? Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? You are the asset. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Today's soul action. Take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, and go to bed ridiculously early to give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. The more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. So I feel like you really need to pay attention to your body and what it really requires of you right now. I feel like you're not getting enough rest or enough sleep at the moment. But I do feel like you need to take care of yourself. Like your body needs you to take care of it. To take care of it. Treat it like a temple, right? Where can I create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, in your minds, in lungs, and in your heart. Time to just take out, to just be. Today's soul action. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. I feel like you really just need to take a pause instead of constantly going. Just take a pause for a moment, and things will really start to make sense for you. Am I afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Today's soul action. What parts of me do I hide so I can be more socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can feel safe to be seen? Journal your answers. I think you're afraid to shine your light. I understand. I've never talked. What am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to make room for something that was. To let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give those everything you need to yourself? Today's soul action. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra. I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. To whom am I comparing myself right now? What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. Today's soul action. Stop comparing and start creating. So stop comparing yourself to others. Be who your true authentic self. Don't be afraid of who you are, because I feel like your perfect match is out there waiting for you to shine who you are so that they can, shine with you. What can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Today's soul action. Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. All right, so I feel like there is some kind of entrapment here. I was kind of feeling that. I feel like there's something about somebody making you feel stuck in a certain area. They could be unmasked, or they're making you feel I feel like you're stuck, you can't move forward or you can't move backward. You're just in this area for a really long time. You might connect with somebody when you were laying down, literally laying down. You might connect with somebody that makes you feel powerful. You may dream of this person. I don't know. It's a very powerful connection with this person, right? And it's you dream of this person and you guys actually, you share a lot. You could have had sex with this person in the 5D. This person has a very sexual aura about them as well. I feel like there is something about accepting your own sexuality and having patience that things will work out. Just maybe not in your time frame, but it is going to happen. Your wish, this dream that you truly wish for it to happen, it is going to happen, but you need to have patience that it's going to happen. And in that time, you need to discover your life purpose, what it is that you truly feel like you should be doing. I see somebody practicing music, somebody here has a violin or a viola, and it's they are, practicing, and this person is inspired by them. They can't stop staring at them. I feel like that's how you will meet somebody, is by living or discovering your life purpose and living in it. Wow. That is all I have for you. That is it. It was so it just came out so easily. I like when that happens. But either way, this is all that I have for you, my pile 3. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. Otherwise, that is all I've got for you. I'm going to go now. And, oh my goodness, may we meet again. Bye!